What's going on, everybody? So here I am in Colorado in my hotel room, and Lucy's got a soccer tournament this weekend. We're having a great time with that, but I still wanted to show everybody my pickups from the month of April. Now, a lot of my pickups from the month of April were at the Strongsville show, which a lot of you saw my Strongsville recap, but I picked up a couple of other pretty cool cards that I wanted to share in addition with my Strongsville pickups. Now, one of the reasons I like to do this is because I really think part of the fun of being in a card community is sharing what you're buying, sharing the exciting cards that you've added to your collection. And it's certainly fun for me to do that as well. But also, I always use this video as the kickoff to start having submissions for your card pickups from that month for our Midlife Community Show and Tell episode. So down below in the comments, you're going to see in the comments, and also I'll post it in the description, a link to the Google form where you can upload a picture of your submission for the month of April, your favorite pickup this month. Now, last month I didn't show prices, and there were a lot of people who said, "Oh, I'm so glad you didn't show prices with the pickups." And other people said, "Oh, I really wish you would have shown prices with your pickups." And so I put out a poll and I said, "What does everybody want?" And about 75% of you said, "No, it's better to have prices because it helps us to know, is this a card that maybe I could add to my collection, and also kind of learn price points of different cards." So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have prices if people are interested in including that information in the Google form, which again is in the descriptions, and the description I'll also put it in the comments. So here are my pickups from April, Strongsville pickups included, and then in addition, those other couple of cool cards that I added as well. I hope you like them.
All right, so first off, I picked up this T206 card of Fred Clark. Now, I love the portrait cards in the T206 set, and the ones with the super dark backgrounds or the bright color backgrounds. You can see there's a little bit of a stain there, might even be a tobacco stain, probably is a tobacco stain. And this received a 3.5 from PSA. And he made the Hall of Fame, and I'm trying to put together that T206 Hall of Famer run. Slowly but surely picking up a few at a time. But you can see, the centering's pretty good. It's not amazing, but look at the color and the registration on this one. It's a super dark red there, and it is super clearly focused. And I think that's why it earned the 3.5. It's a beautiful card. Super excited to pick that up. Then back at that Strongsville show, I picked up this Rogers Hornsby in a 3. Now, the thing I love about this card, it's got this little mark there, and it's got this little mark right there, which I love the character of it because those are rubber band marks. And it adds to me to the character, but the color and the brightness of this card, it clearly sat in a rubber band stack and did not see much light of day. And you can even see here on the back. Look at how clean that back is for a card that is 90 years old, over 90 years old. It's such an awesome card. Now, when I went to Strongsville, this was one of the cards I was hoping to pick up. And this was the lowest graded of the 3 that particular dealer had, but it was the one I liked the most, actually. So here is a better look. You can see that rubber band mark at the top, and you can see at the bottom here the other. This picture does not do it justice. I'm not very good at taking pictures of cards yet. At some point, I'll have to figure that out. But it in person is just an absolutely stunning card. Okay, so next, as part of that deal, I bought this Rube Marquard, and this is a T206 portrait of him. So again, to go with my T206 Hall of Fame collection, and I paid $300 for it. Now, he was a phenom, young phenom pitcher, and came into the league. And for a minute he struggled a little, but then he kind of found his bearings. And my buddy Orlando at A Collector's Dream did a video on him not all that long ago. But this is actually his rookie card. Well, there's so many different sets. I guess that's debatable, but this is just a beauty that I was thrilled to get in Strongsville. And then my most surprising pickup in Strongsville was my 49 Leaf Warren Spawn. Again, I've wanted one of these for close to a couple years, but centering is such an issue on them. And whenever there is one that's well centered, they're really, really expensive. And this one, I got a really good deal. If you want to see the negotiation, watch my Strongsville Day 2 video, and you can see the full negotiation of it. And I paid $625 for this. Again, I'm not very good at taking pictures of cards, but you can see just how well centered this one is. And man, it is a beauty in person as well. I can't even explain how excited I was to have landed this card in Strongsville. One of the highlights of the trip. And then I picked up this 1950 Sammy Baugh in an SGC 5. And the thing about this card is the clarity and the color of this particular copy of it is just phenomenal. And to me, out of every vintage football card ever, this is the prettiest card. I just think that the image on the front is just such a gorgeous card, and the back here is super clean. And picking up a 5, I was thrilled to be able to do. Again, the picture quality, the registration quality on this one is just stunning. And there's a better look at it. You can see that aura around him a lot of people talk about. And the helmet is just so classic. Such a great card. This was later in his career, so he's no longer a young guy in this image. And then I got this Sammy Baugh as well. Now this card seems severely undergraded to me. If you look at the color on this card and the centering on this card, it's incredible. And the fact that it's only a 4.5 kind of seems impossible. But I was so happy to pick this one up. I grabbed this card at the show for $135, which seems fantastic to me. Now this card, there are two variations of it. There's the larger and the smaller. The smaller is a little bit more common. And that's what this one is the smaller copy. But man, that is such a pretty card. And that was an awesome Strongsville pickup. And you can see it here. Again, the centering is great. The color, again, the pictures just don't do it justice. Just how pretty the card is. And, you look at an image and you look at a card like this from the early 1950s and you're like, that thing's 75 years old? That's wild. And then a friend at Strongsville said, "Hey, Greg, I got something for you." And I'm like, okay. And he walks up, or actually I walked up to him, and he said, "I picked you up this Roger Peckinpah." Roger Peckinpah is one of the Yankee captains in the Yankee Captain collection that I'm putting together. This will go in wonderfully. You remember I picked up a Peckinpah Tharps card I did a video on. And this is from one of the Caramel sets. This is when he was playing on the Senators. Now, Peckinpah won a league MVP award, so he was a pretty darn good player at shortstop. This is assigned an SGC 3. The centering on it's fantastic. The image on it is fantastic. And there you can see it. Such a classic card, such a classic pose, image. That was an insanely generous gift, which I was thrilled to receive and add into that Yankee Captain collection.
So those were my pickups. So excited to share them with you. Again, several of them were from Strongsville, but a couple of them weren't. And, it's just so much fun to share with everybody all of the additions to our collections. And that's what I'm looking for from all of you. So I'm hoping that you'll want to participate this month in the Midlife Community Show and Tell. And down below in the comments, there is a Google form. And the Google form gives you a spot where it has a few questions. It asks you about the pickup. What did you buy? What did you pay for it, if you'd like to share that? I know that people are certainly interested in finding that out. And then a spot where you can upload an image of the card. So I hope that you'll participate. Last month, I think we had about 82 submissions. I'm hoping that we could break a record every month. So if you'd like to share with the community what your favorite pickup from the month of April was, this is how you do it down below in the description. Go to that Google form and upload it. I can't wait to see what everybody picked up.